Okay, so my next one is the Emporium on Main Street. Overrated or underrated?
Ooh,
Overrated. I don't ever
overrated.
I
really
agree.
go in there. Like, I mean, there's not that much stuff that I want anyway. And a lot of the stuff I get at World of Disney. I don't get it inside the
Exactly.
park. So whatever
Mhm.
I want, I always go there first, and I always check downtown Disney. And there's just a lot of shops that I'd rather go to outside of the parks than actually in them.
I feel like there are a lot of shops around the parks that I could go to, which have like similar stuff. And then Emporium just is like the all-encompassing one. I feel
Right.
like people go just for like the nostalgic value of it, or like the historical value of it, because it is on Main Street. But it's always too crowded for me. The only thing I will give it though is that their little jewelry shop there is really cute. But other than that, like there's nothing really there that I would go there for.
If I'm gonna be honest, I go to the glass shop in New Orleans Square a lot
Ooh,
more than I go
yeah.
to the Emporium. I think I've only been to the Emporium twice in the last couple months, and I go to
Mhm.
the glass shop where they do all that kind of stuff every single time.
The New Orleans Square shop merchandise, like in general, everything there is so underrated. It is
Oh yeah,
gorgeous. Gorgeous.
it's some of the best stuff at Disney in general, in my opinion.
Is at New Orleans Square. Absolutely. Like the Pandora shop is there. My
Mhm.
family's big on Pandora. Like super cute. Love it.
Okay. Jared.
Yes. Sorry, my mom texted me.
No, you're good. You're good.
My next one is character dining. Is it overrated or underrated?
Overrated.
Overrated.
I don't
No, I like it.
Not for
As
me.
a shy extrovert, I definitely say it's overrated because
Mhm.
I only get extroverted when it's not somebody I just like, not somebody walking up to me.
Mhm.
Like, I want to just sit
That is
down
true.
and relax and enjoy it. Like, if I'm paying a lot of money, I just want to enjoy the atmosphere and the experience with my friends. I don't want someone like barging in over by me every 5 minutes and like trying to take photos. It's like, dude, I'm just trying to live in the moment. I don't need you guys also to be here for that.
Plus, like, if you try and take a photo and you're eating, you might get something in your teeth, you know? That's
Yeah.
not a good look. I mean,
Armina
unless
looks
that's
so
what you want to
devastated.
go to.
I kind
Go
of
for
Can
like
it.
I can
the
I can I just
She
play
wants to
devil's
rebuttal.
advocate?
She wants to
Can I
rebuttal.
Yes.
rebuttal
Go
real
for it.
quick? Because
As long as it's quick.
as a former costumer, and I'm gonna come at this from a costumer perspective and also from pure nostalgia. The costumes are really stinking cute, and I love the overlays. Like they're so.
I'm gonna rebuttal
cute.
your rebuttal. A lot of the characters that we see are the exact same characters and they aren't changed. Like, I want some like different characters that we don't see. It always feels the
Like
same everywhere
they
you
have their
go.
cute little costumes on.
It's
And they
always like
the
Winnie the
Goofy's
Pooh and
kitchen,
Tigger or Mickey
but
and
they're
Minnie.
cute. Okay, in the park, no. Goofy's Kitchen, however, Goofy's Kitchen, Greg, and then Storytellers, their overlays are stinking cute. And I know because I worked on them all the time. They are so stinking
Can we
cute.
kick out all of the Fab Five and bring like the villains for dinner?
yes.
At
I would be for that.
at
Villainous.
in New Orleans Square at like French Market or something.
That'd be cool.
I like post
That'd be
panorama character dining more
Mhm.
because I feel like it's a lot more. Oh, it's cool that they're here.
Distance.
Let's take a
Yes.
picture. Now I can continue.
Yeah.
moving.
There is one moment though that I will never forget when I was at Goofy's Kitchen with my mom one day for literally no reason. We were just hanging out. And my mom and I are sitting there talking. I'm on the verge of like tears because I was talking about something with my mom that was very sensitive to me at the time. I was in like a not okay situation with somebody in my college life. And I was like trying not to cry as I'm like living a lot of my childhood memories. And Minnie Mouse comes up behind me and just hugs me. And I like that made my life. Like the look of joy that popped up on my face while I'm like on the verge of tears was like, oh, that's one of my favorite pictures of all time.
You want to
So
see my
really...
Goofy's Kitchen experience?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Hold on, I gotta turn down.
Wait, turn your brightness down, babe.
You see what he's holding? He was holding the Darth Maul double-bladed lightsaber.
The Darth Maul lightsaber. See,
That's
chaos
awesome.
happens at character dining, and I think Jared is right. The post panorama dining experience, I think, is more ideal because you can have moments of like Goofy holding a Darth Maul saber, but like you don't, they don't have to walk up.
Oh my
to you
God,
or
bring
touch
back
you.
Star Wars weekends. Please.
You just want to have
Please.
hyperspace hoopla again.
Yeah, I do. I just want to see Goofy in his underwear wearing a Darth Vader costume.
13 minutes of just absolute Star Wars chaos. That's
What more do
hyperspace
you
hoopla.
need? All right, so my next one is very generic, Avengers Campus.
Overrated.
Honestly, I think it's overrated.
I think right now with just web slingers, it's overrated.
Correct.
I don't know. Like, there's not much to do there.
And
it's just,
here's
it's not that fun.
Here's why I think there's not much going on and why I think it's overrated right now. Because I think there may be more that's coming that we're just unaware of. I think that, you know, they're kind of waiting for the next projects to roll out to kind of see what's popular, what's catching fire. And then they'll put stuff like that in there more often. But like with the empty space that we have right now, there's probably more coming. So
There's
I
just no
expect that.
room.
I expect over time. Well, I haven't been there yet, so I don't know. But you know, I expect over time maybe there will be things that will be added. But as of right now, I don't think it encompasses, you know, what we wanted from a Marvel experience.
Mm-hmm. I also think web slingers could have been done a lot better.
Web slingers is bad.
Instead of a shooting.
I have no
It feels
desire to
like
go
a
on
really crappy version of Midway Mania.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Troy.
My next one is the Minnie Mouse and Stitch limited edition collection.
Overrated.
Like the Parks ones?
Overrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, overrated. I don't like them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't.
All right, that one was easy. Armida,
That was
you
easy.
go.
Okay, I'm gonna bring back an attraction for this one. The Storybook Canals. Overrated or underrated?
I think they're underrated.
See, I was excited. I thought you were gonna bring back like the Stitch Experiment 626 ride and Future or whatever, Tomorrowland.
You know I'm a fan of
Alien Encounter. Ooh.
No.
Underrated.
Then you put it on your list. Then put that
No,
on
I'm
your
kidding.
list and we'll bring it up.
No, it's definitely underrated. I love Storybook Canal.
Mhm.
I love it with a passion, and no one goes on it with me because like the line is really stupid, and it takes a really long time.
It's a stupid line,
but
I love it.
the attraction itself is really, really cute.
Mhm.
And
It's
it's
like-
totally worth it.
It
It's
is.
It's like It's a Small World, but like Disney movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And my favorite thing in the whole world is when you go on it at night, which is my favorite thing. But you have to do it at night. You have to. If it's open, because usually they close it pretty quickly. But I love it at night. And then you go under the Aladdin, you go past the palace, and then they have like the shrubs overhead with the twinkling lights, and they're like, oh, it's like a whole new world. And I cry every time without fail. It's so stinking.
Of course you cry.
cute.
It's
The music is
Aladdin.
playing.
You cry
Well,
at anything to do with Aladdin.
Plus, like just the ambiance of it and like the experience you get from it. It's like so peaceful and relaxing and magical.
I know they're like, this is where Aladdin took Jasmine on a whole new world, and I'm like, no, it's not, but it's really cute, and I like it. It's really sweet.
All right.
Okay, my turn.
I'm sorry, I'm crying. Keep going, Jared.
Let's go with another new one. Star Wars Galactic Cruiser.
Overrated.
Yep. Thank you.
Sorry, it's the
Overrated.
sequels, and I don't care about them. I don't want to see another thing with Rey and Kylo Ren. I'm done. I will
so
never do it.
Expensive.
Mhm.
So expensive.
It's too expensive.
It's
It's way too
$5,200 for 3
Mhm.
days.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why?
Mhm.
Why? What? How do you get that kind of money?
If I'm going to a resort, I also want to go to the parks. I don't want to be trapped in the resort the whole time. I would fear for my life. I would get really claustrophobic really quickly.
If I have the money to go on Galactic Cruiser, I would rather stay at the Grand Floridian.
Oh, 100%.
Facts.
Boardwalk.
He loves the boardwalk.
I will. Yes, I'm getting married there. And that's it.
Oh,
right.
I have said since I was little, I'm getting married at the Grand Floridian Chapel.
That's fair. It's really
Oh,
pretty.
that's cute. It's pretty.
My next one is. There's a few that I want to do. I don't know what order I want to do. Okay. Tortilla Joe's at Downtown Disney. Overrated or underrated? I
feel like it's
honestly love it.
underrated.
The food is so good,
It is.
especially
It's
for the
so
price.
good.
It's totally worth it.
That's where we're going the first night that I'm there. We're going to Tortilla
Yeah.
Joe's. So he knows
Have
how
you
I
been?
feel about that.
No, my home park is Disney World. I've been to Disney.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Okay.
My next one is bromine, aka Disney water, also known as
Oh!
Pirates water. Overrated or underrated?
Oh my god,
Overrated.
I love the smell of chemical dirty water. I love it so much. Like, people keep trying to invent the candles with the pirate water smell, and it has like hints of like the forest or like Caribbean, like kind of like sense. No, I just want the darn dirty water smell. That's what I
Yeah.
want. Make a bromine candle. Like, that's what I want. I love
So
it.
they've actually started pumping smells into Pirates in Disney World. So the normal, like before the village gets burned down, it's pretty fruity now. Like there's a candle at Bath and Body Works that does
The way
smell exactly like it.
the way that the three of us, me, Troy, and Sky, all just like made the same face. We were like, "What fruit?"
Fruity?
In
It's weird
Pirates?
because it smells like it smells like they're pumping in the leftover Orange Grove smell from Soarin'
Oh,
Over
no.
California.
Oh my god!
And then after it gets burnt down, it smells like they're pumping in the Library of Alexandria burning.
Yikes!
Oh boy.
So they don't let it smell like dirty bromine anymore. They're like, you're gonna get a smell and you're gonna like
I
it.
want dirty bromine. That's what I want.
Honestly, I don't like Pirates of the Caribbean, so I'm never on it. So
I will go on
Never
it just
smell
for
it.
the scent. It smells amazing.
Troy, go on Pirates with me, please.
I will. That
Thank
being
you.
said, though, I do think it is now overrated. Before it wasn't, but now
Mhm.
everyone talks about it.
Mhm.
It's
Anyways,
overrated, but I still like it.
yeah.
Speaking of overrated but still liking it, my next one, which is I thought on the spot because I have to talk about it. It's A Small World.
Oh my god.
Overrated, but not liking it.
I agree. It's overrated.
I think it's underrated. Maybe
Ooh,
because
please.
maybe because of the how efficient they are at getting people on and on the
Mm.
ride, but I never normally see like a really long line for it.
Mhm.
Because no one wants to go on it.
Maybe
Yeah, it's been Small World's been mentioned in like 4 different Disney films. It is so overrated. And it
But you
still has
like
the
it.
lowest ride time in the park.
But
I-
you like it.
I
It's a small
can
world.
stand it.
That's well, obviously you're supposed to just sit.
Oh my
Just sit
god.
in the boat.
I think
No.
I
it's a
love
one
that,
and
Troy.
done
Thank you for
ride.
that. Thank you so much for that.
Hmm.
I needed that. I really want Sky to like Small World. I just want it.
Do you
Not 'cause
want,
I like it,
the
just I
ride
just
or
want-
like the song?
The ride.
The song makes you want to like
Because I know he hates the song, and I agree that often if you get stuck there, it does make you crazy after a while.
In the in
but
the
we get to see the hippo or the rhino.
the rhino and the
The
moose.
hippo, that's a new one. Okay, for those of you who are unaware of this story, we're now going to finally bring it to the podcast. Here we go.
Talked
So
about
there
it.
was one. Did we really talk about it?
Probably.
Well, Jared
yeah.
didn't hear it, so I'm going to tell. I want to tell it anyway. He was on FaceTime with me in line for Small World. and we were talking about, we had just gotten off an episode where we did the space rhinos and stuff. And so he got very excited when he saw a shrub in the queue for Small World. And he goes, babe, look, it's a rhino. And he shows it to me. And you can tell in that exact moment that he had the realization that he messed up. But I said it anyway. I said, honey, that's a moose. And it was like, it had whole antlers. It was like, hey, that's a moose. And he was like, oh no. And I was like, and I started dying, right? What's worse though is part 2 of the story.
Oh my God.
We went through the whole Small World, right? The whole thing, got stuck on it and everything. He gets out of the showroom and back out, and he goes, I can't believe I called that shrub a horse. I can't believe I called that horse a rhino. And I was like,
So no, I had called that.
What do you have against
animal
moose?
3 different things.
Like, what do you have against moose? I really have to know what this is, because what his brain really did not want that thing to be a moose.
It's okay. My mom calls moose horses all the time.
I'm not that far off. Okay, cool. All right, Jared.
My next one, since I was talking about it earlier, is the Grand Floridian. Just like in its entire being.
I think it's overrated. Talking about the whole thing, I think it's overrated.
I agree. I do love Grand Flo Cafe so much. Grand Floridian Cafe is amazing. I haven't been to Narcoossee's, but I really want to. I've never been the type that really wants to stay at Grand Floridian. I don't see myself really doing it. There's other places that I would really, really want to stay at more.
Yeah.
Like Riviera, Yacht Club, stuff like that. But going there, I do love it, and I can't not miss it when I go.
Yeah. Just a heads up, Narcoossee's is so good. It's one of the restaurants I have to go to every time I go. But
I'm hungry now.
I see.
I'm getting hungry. I'm going to McDonald's after this. Thanks, Troy.
Oh my God.
I'm excited.
No.
Getting a toy.
I'm not FaceTiming you after this.
Oh no! The horror.
I actually also think Grand Flo is overrated, unfortunately. I think it just gets talked about a lot. I feel like everything that I listen to about resorts always focuses on Grand Floridian, even though it's like 5% of the guests have the money to stay there.
One of my favorite like hotels is actually the
Boardwalk?
Shoot, no, not Boardwalk.
Boardwalk.
I cannot think about Boardwalk. It's
He wants to get married on the boardwalk.
not
Your
Grand
favorite resort is the
Californian.
boardwalk.
Shoot, the Wilderness Lodge.
Oh.
I love Wilderness Lodge. It's so beautiful,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a direct view on Magic Kingdom, which is really cool.
Yeah.
All right, so my next one is just straight up Fantasmic 2.0. Overrated.
I had that too on my list too. I had that on my list.
I think it's properly rated. Honestly, I don't think it's overrated, and I don't think it's underrated. I think it's in the middle because yes, a lot of people talk about it, but it is the best thing that Disneyland has by far.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful, and the music is amazing, and there's so much like really, really cool like visual effects that they do for that show, and like the projection mapping and stuff like that. It's totally worth it.
If I had to choose though, I think I would say underrated. I don't know why.
Can I cause some discourse here for a second?
Yes.
Go for it.
Because
Don't you dare bring up Fantasmic 1.
I miss
All
the
right, we're
princess bit from
done.
the first one. I miss it, and I'll explain why. Because I personally don't think the vocals or the music for the princess bit in 2.0 is good in any sense of the word. I really don't like the princess bit in 2.0. That being said, the rest of 2.0 I absolutely adore. I love the zombie pirates. I love the new visual
That's the part
effects.
I don't like, to be
I
honest.
love Mickey's sound effects.
Oh, Billy.
I love it. I love it so much. I like how they did the villain like the repurposing of that. I thought that was so much better because honestly, the queen transformation was starting to get a little messy. So I'm very happy with all that. It's just the princess bit that bugs me. Like the
only one I
vocals just
like
aren't.
is I like when that boat changes to the like the gold for Rapunzel and all the lanterns are like projected. I don't really care about anything else.
I don't think that I love the way it looks. I love the way that the Aladdin bit. I love that they included Aladdin. I love how it looks. I love like how they kept Ariel and Belle. I love how the Tangled stuff looks. It just sounds terrible to me. The music just sounds too forced and like belty. And
Yeah,
as a music nerd, it makes me mad because all those moments are really tender and very special and very intimate, and to make it really like show offy feels very wrong to me. And 1.0 did have that aspect of like very sweet on the softer side, so I do miss that. I just don't like how show offy the princess bit is in 2.0.
Interesting. Okay.
Mhm.
All right, Troy.
So my next one is mobile ordering. Overrated or underrated?
As somebody who couldn't do anything other than mobile order, overrated.
Prior to that, though, would your answer change?
I don't think so. I think Disney has been pushing it very, very hard for some reason.
Mhm.
And I think it's one of those things that, like, at first it was cool, but now Disney's trying to shove it in your face that you can order online.
Yeah. The last time I mobile ordered was pre-Panorama, so that's my experience with it, and I personally did not enjoy it all that much. Maybe because my friends and I are stupid and we couldn't figure it out. But it was frustrating trying. I've had easier experiences mobile ordering at Starbucks, period, in general. So I feel like there are more efficient ways to do it. I don't know what it's like post Panorama, but
I mean, the fact that I've only done this and I've been doing this for like 3 years for them, it just feels natural. It's just like it's very
you've gotten used to it.
Oh, I'm so used to it at this point. It's just like some of the restaurants that you have to wait for takes up to an hour.
Yeah.
And it's a lot. And a lot of the restaurants don't even take walk-ins anymore.
Yeah.
Like you have to mobile order, or you can't get food.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm sure like when you get used to it, it's better. But
yeah,
I'm
don't
very
even notice
inexperienced.
it.
You'll have to help me because I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I think it's good for the cast members post Panorama to be keeping that space. But like as a guest, I'm going to keep doing it because cast member safety is like one of my number one priorities, even as a guest. But I kind of wish I didn't have to.
Yeah, makes sense. Armida.
Oh, okay. I have to see what else I have left because I had Fantastic and now that is gone. I'm gonna start an argument. I'm so sorry. Magic Happens.
Underrated.
Can we just never bring that back, please? I hate it with a burning passion. I want it to die.
That is the one thing new that Disney has done that feels show-offy to me that I actually like.
Oh, I hate it. I hated it from the first time I saw it. Opening day, I was like, no. Troy over here.
I loved it.
Heartbroken.
Yeah,
I love it.
I love it. It's no movies that I like though. I don't care.
Well, first off, Jared, how do you feel about it?
Was that the new one?
Yeah. It was on, they put the whole thing on Facebook when everything shut down.
Yeah.
And it has like Sword in the Stone, Cinderella, Frozen.
Was it the one that like Todrick Hall sang in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the song. I will agree with Sky that I don't actually like the parade.
Okay, so
go ahead.
Okay, so the parade, Magic Happens. I feel like really that title, the parade really goes with it because that's what the parade is. It's magic happening. The magic coming out of Sorcerer Mickey's hat. The the Moana float, you know, and the ocean's coming to life. Cinderella, where the pumpkin turns into a carriage, like that's magic happening, you know. So they like,
Mhm.
and then Coco with like the marigold bridge going to, and then like Dante
Yeah.
changing into magically changing. Magic happens, you know.
See,
That's just
I like it.
all I have
I'm
to say.
kind of
Get a lot.
torn because I know I just said I don't like the parade, but I like the floats on their own individual.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I just feel like it's gotten to the point to where Disney has tried to shove so many different characters into a parade that it's feeling a little bit
Yeah.
hodgepodgey.
Yeah,
at
the
this point.
ending bit does feel like that a lot. It's like
Yeah.
a lot happening at once.
It's-
I also like I don't necessarily I like both like sections of it, but that ending bit feels like it shouldn't be there for
Yeah,
some
it needs
reason.
like
It's like it
a
doesn't blend.
yeah, it needs like an ending float.
Yeah, a
Mhm.
proper
But
ending float. Yeah.
but like I will say that there's like a mixed match of characters near the end, you know. But like
Mhm.
those characters are like magical, and then Aurora's dress magically changes pink
Okay,
and
the
blue.
dress, I live for the dress.
I
I
know.
live for it. Love that dress. But I feel like I expected more from some of the ending like transfer.
Yeah.
I think they hyped it up more than
It deserved
know,
it. Literally, it
yeah.
felt like 5 minutes. There was only like what, four? No, there was like 8
The
floats
whole
or
thing's like
something.
11 minutes long.
And
Yeah.
like it doesn't feel worth it. Like
Yeah.
Paint the Night was like 30 minutes in total. Like there was
Yeah.
there was so many floats.
I wish Coco had more to it. And also I'll say it again. Why is Frozen in there? I don't
Yeah.
know. I
Well,
don't
I mean,
like it.
we know, but why is it there?
Why is
Anyway,
it
sorry.
there?
I feel like I went on too long.
No,
on
you're
this
good.
rant
I mean,
and
it's
rave.
Frozen 2, so it's not.
It was definitely a promo for Frozen 2, and
Yeah.
that's why I don't like it. Just put more Coco.
But I like that. I don't like Coco. I'm sorry, I don't. Okay, Armida.
That was mine.
Oh, okay. For some
Jeremy.
reason, I thought it was Troy's for a second.
That was mine.
Okay. I have rope dropping.
I almost had that on my list.
Underrated. I do it every time.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's underrated, but at the same time, a bunch of like videos are like, you should do rope drop to get the most out of your
I mean, to be fair,
day.
that's true. Like, if you want to get like the most done, rope drop, get everything out.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I mainly rope drop just so I can do the mountain challenge every time and just hit splash
Mhm.
space and thunder in
Mhm.
an hour and just be done.
I will
think
say, oh, sorry.
I think the act of rope dropping is rated well. I
Mhm.
think the hype of rope dropping is overrated.
Yeah,
Fair.
I agree.
Fair.
Because I would have to get up at like 6 in the morning, and nobody wants that.
I mean, I do it
The
anyway
actual
for work,
act of
so it
seeing me
doesn't
at 6
change
in the morning
anything.
is not
Well,
good.
six in the morning in general, no. 6 in the morning for Disney though. You know what I mean? There's a
Mhm.
difference. Anyways,
Oh, there is a big difference. I just need coffee.
just
need
eat the
Monster.
To be
beans.
specific.
No, no
Monster,
monster.
monster, 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 monster.
Put your monster away.
All right.
Put it away.
One of my last ones is Blue Bayou.
I think
Overrated.
all you go for it.
For sure. Overrated. In my
Underrated.
opinion. I don't like Cajun food.
Oh.
I think the atmosphere is cool, but I wouldn't want to eat there.
I love their food. I love spice. I love gumbo, jambalaya. I love all of it.
It
And
depends. I feel like every time I go, it's a different menu. So I personally like it just depends on what's there. I think it is overrated in general, but I like it.
Mhm.
I don't
Okay.
dislike it. Yeah.
I agree with Sky that like the food I'm not too fond of
Mhm.
about it, but the atmosphere is cool. But overall, I would say it is overrated, and I feel like a lot of people didn't really know about it prior, like beforehand, and now it's like
Mhm.
become such a big thing, and it's like super hard to get a reservation
It
there
is.
now. So
Yeah,
I'd say it's
if
overrated.
it's like fully booked or like I don't know, I wouldn't fight for it.
Yeah, me neither.
I wouldn't fight for it. No.
All right.
think-
So Oh, sorry, you're good.
Oh no, you're good. Go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted this to be like the last one so we can get our all like the best ones we have out.
Okay.
All right, so
Okay.
Troy, what's your last
You
one?
took my last one.
Okay. Solo trips to the Disney park.
Oh,
Overrated or underrated?
Underrated.
Underrated.
underrated. I think so too.
I feel
think,
like it's different for Disney World because I feel like a lot more people in Disney World do solo trips than Disneyland. Well, I could be wrong about that, but I'd say underrated too.
I feel like it's
Uh,
totally worth going alone.
Yeah.
Like you need those days
Yeah.
too.
Mhm.
As somebody who was a cast member whose home park was Magic Kingdom, being able to change and then just go back up on stage those were my favorite times I was there because I'd like get dinner or get a Dole Whip or something and just be like, I'm in Disney World.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Peaceful.
Yeah.
kind of just like hang out and chill and just like
Yeah.
not worry about like making a big thing out of it. When I was working there, that was like the biggest thing for me was just being able to just walk in and sit.
Yeah.
And just be like, okay. So yeah, that was one of my favorite experiences.
All right, Amina.
All right. In honor of me wearing this brand new Ariel sweatshirt, I have picked my last one to be the Little Mermaid ride.
Well rated.
Yeah, well rated.
Yeah, I feel like they could have done something a lot better, but I don't not like it, if that makes sense. Like I enjoy the ride, but I feel like it's not as good as it could be.
Yeah.
I vibe so hard on that ride. I could not tell you why, but I just enjoy myself thoroughly when I'm on that ride. Do I wish it was different? Absolutely. But for what it is, I could go and I could vibe and chill for a while and be happy.
Especially Under the Sea.
That scene hits.
Yeah.
That scene slaps. I actually get really emotional at the part of your world bit. Like that hits me. And then like I love the thrill of going into Ursula's and then like wondering if the head's gonna fall off or not. I love the meme of that. And then like the whole second half of it is just a meme to me, and I enjoy myself a lot.
All right, Jared.
My last one is the Skyliner.
Oh, I love it. It is so underrated. Oh my gosh, it is the best thing that Disney's done in such a long time, in my opinion.
I think when it came out, it was very overrated because the lines were so long. But when my trip just a couple weeks ago, there was consistently no line unless the park was closing. And it was so fast. It was so much better. And now I say it's underrated because I loved it.
I completely agree with you, Jared. I completely agree.
Yeah, I wrote it like because it was connected to my hotel when I was staying at what was the lowest one? I can't even think of it. Pop Century. So I would use that all the time, and it was just like the best time that I ever had there. All right, my last one is just Paint the Night. I feel like we have to end it with Paint the Night. I want it back so badly.
It's so good. I really like it.
I want to say underrated.
I agree. It was my favorite parade
I think
that
it's
they've done.
well rated.
Yeah, I think it's well rated actually, but
yeah.
I think if I had to choose one,
I don't think a lot of people know about it though. Like,
yeah,
it's not really like a parade that many people talk about. It's either like
it's not MSAP, but it's not Main Street Electrical Parade, so it's not like
or Festival of Fantasy. Yeah,
the people who do know about it love it.
Love it.
You know what I mean?
I listen to that soundtrack on loop all the time.
It's so good. It's so good.
Y'all just need to send me YouTube links because
say less.
Get ready for an avalanche of links.
No, right after this, after we finish recording, I will pull it up on YouTube and we can watch it.
Do it
on the Zoom call.
Let's do it.
All right, cool.
Let's do it.
Is there anything else you guys want to say about anything?
Nope.
No,
okay.
I think we had a good dose of realism today.
Yeah, right? Crazy.
Are you sure? Yeah. I don't think there was any.
Oh no, yeah, Sky and I got into several arguments. So yeah, I think some realism was good for today.
Mm-hmm.
And a costume change. Always realism.
And a costume change, yes. That's as real as it gets.
It was so funny. He was texting me before. He was like, "Okay, thank you, 30." And I was like, "Oh my god, we're going back to this." And it's all it was like 30 minutes before we were
Oh, that
recording.
hits.
And I was
Oh,
like,
dude, that
"No,
hits.
no."
I'm a theater kid.
It's so funny because like all three of us have a theater background. That was just
Yeah.
a fun little
Yeah.
little
Four.
tidbit that we learned the other day.
4.
4? You do too?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're all theater
we're
nerds.
theater people.
Perfect.
Cool.
That's why this podcast is so long tonight.
But thank you guys as always
Correct.
for listening to the Dream a Fantastic Dream podcast. If you guys could, please leave us a like and a review on Apple Podcasts. As well, go check out the merch store on Redbubble. We're still producing more and more content, and it's really, really fun. Same with the Discord. The Discord kind of died a little bit, but I want to bring her back. I don't know what's going on with it, but hopefully more active people will come on, and we can grow the community larger than it is now. But as
Mhm.
always, dream a fantastic dream.